Did Christ keep the Sabbath day holy? And if so, why do not the Christians keep the Sabbath day holy also? After all, they say that they are followers of Christ. So if you follow someone, you should do what they do, shouldn't you? Y'all love Christ so much, but you don't do anything he does. So what Christ are you following? Is it the Christ or your imagination? Is this what you think he's about? Let's see if Christ kept the Sabbath day holy. All right? Let's look at the law that governs our behavior on the Sabbath day. Let's go to Exodus chapter 20, verse 8 to verse 11. Let's see what you're supposed to be doing on the Sabbath day. See, y'all don't know what the Sabbath day is, what you're supposed to do on the Sabbath day. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 8 to verse 11. It says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh thy Elohim. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, the sea and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. It is a day of rest. You work 6 days and you rest 1 day. What's so hard about that? Let's look at another thing you're supposed to be doing on the Sabbath. What we're supposed to be doing on the Sabbath. Remember when we read just a few minutes ago about Paul went to keep the Sabbath day at the synagogue, and they read the law and the prophets? Well, let's see where they get that from. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1 to verse 3. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1 to verse 3, because a lot of people don't know what to do on the Sabbath. It's a day of rest. This is Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1 to verse 3. And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of Yahweh, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest, a holy convocation. You shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of Yahweh in all your dwellings. Now, when we read what Paul was doing on the Sabbath day, this is why he was doing it. That's why the Jews were sitting around in the synagogue reading the law